would say we're back, but this is a completely different story. So, we begin. Far across the crystal blue waters of the Altean Sea lies the continent of Relic. A grand and diverse continent with the rich history spanning through some of the most influential events in Evermore's history. From the hardy land of Erskine to the inquisitive Iskane, the ever-stalwart Concordia leads the world as it forges ahead, while the troubled kingdoms of Caliban and Scalir struggle, shackled to their pasts. And yet, it is small, unassuming Iskane who will be the catalyst for our tale. Our story begins on the high sea. Warm, deep blue waters foam and fray under the powerful wake of a massive sailing ship. Her tall masts tower above the deck, catching the wind with perfect efficiency. Along her hull is carved her christened name, Lucianne. One of 3 sister ships. She's the third in a whole new class of expeditionary vessels, built using knowledge shared from explorers and shipwrights from every corner of Relic. Her mighty hull is the pride of her creators and a monumental feat of collaboration not seen in centuries. She cuts through the waves faster than a clipper, despite being twice the size. She needs the speed to keep up with her sisters, as it is her charge to carry the resources necessary for the expedition. Tools, food, wood. The basic building blocks of a settlement, potentially of a new home. Upon the deck, her crew busy themselves. It's been a little over a month since they've last seen the shores of Iskane. With any luck, come the next morning, they'll be the first to successfully chart a safe course to their prize. The Forgotten Isle. While a few deckhands chat amongst themselves, a chronicler sits with a journal. Silently recording every second, every uttered curse, every break in the waves. After a pause, he stands up and approaches another with a similar journal. Aelea, do me a favor. Please introduce your character and what they're up to as this individual approaches.
Aelea is an owlin. She wears flowing purple and silver robes that look very, very noble in nature. Definitely some very fine silk going on here. Maybe not the most fit for travel across the seas, but she's been stubbornly keeping it maintained as they travel. She looks quite eager to look around at the goings-on the ship. Potentially enough so that she's doing less writing than she is watching, although occasionally she'll look back down at her book to scribble something out very quickly before she goes back to observing the ocean or the people moving around the ships.
The young man approaches and just clears his throat. Well, it's been a clear few days. Record anything interesting on your end? I've got a couple arguments.
Arguments between who?
Through Dakari and Rockland mostly.
It only makes sense. Mostly I have drawings of those birds up above, the seagulls. They look so sweet, but they are so ravenous for the food that we have. It is really better that they stay up there than come down here for me to get a good look.
You really have lived in the inland for most of your life, haven't you?
We are not very close to the ocean, so it is not often that I get to see things like this.
Well, I'm sure we're gonna see a lot more wonders.
Hopefully.
With that, he gives you a small nod for wandering off to go speak with one of the other deckhands. As we shift away from the chroniclers, we now look below deck. There, a few of the crew sit around a table, playing cards with one another, passing the time. A few sleep in the hammocks, others write letters in hopes of sending them home. We look to one hammock in particular. Nearby an open porthole, the cool sea breeze washing over them. Jogger, why don't you introduce yourself? How are you passing the time?
I'm probably just sitting there mending whatever fabric or baskets that came in that needed fixed. Looking out at the sea, wondering why we're here, just on a boat in the middle of the ocean. But just doing what I know.
A high elven man grumbles in his hammock as he's jotting down notes and looking through various maps and papers. What's this is... Chinook. How come she has to be the one in charge, giving me all this to do? I'm the one that's... Jogger, you're not too busy, are you?
No, not too busy. Just mending these sails and baskets.
Oh, wonderful. Good, good. Here, could you take these charts for me and just organize them? I don't really care how, just... I don't want to look at them anymore. As he shoves just a mountain of papers and charts and maps into your hammock, and before even waiting for an answer, just brusquely walks out.
Okay. I'm gonna start organizing them in a way that would only make sense to me. So by, like, whatever papers have a fold on the edge are gonna go in one pile, and then it's gonna be, like, by numbers, but, like, it's not going to be numerical. It's gonna be whatever number comes first is going to be in the pile. So if it's, like, a 1 or a 3, it's gonna be, like, a 3, then the 1, you know?
Wonderful. Nearby to you, Jogger, another adventurer busies themselves. The journey has been long for a lot of members of this expedition, and a few are not quite as accustomed to travel, and less are accustomed to sailing. But not you, Rae. In fact, this is probably one of the shorter sailing trips that you've taken. Why don't you introduce yourself now? What are you doing to pass time during this lengthy journey as that high elven man leaves poor Jogger to fend for himself?
Well, you see, I wasn't expecting to be called on this early, or right now. So, therefore,
Damn shame!
damn shame. So as said, Rae is a half-elven woman. Mainly called upon for... Or not even called upon. She was the last to join, or be selected for the crew to sail off to the Forgotten Isles. On the edge of her bunk, finishing up the last loop of tying up her boots. She is, seeing as they're only on the ship and haven't hit the island just yet, she's in decently comfortable clothing. Decided to come aboard the expedition as mainly manual labor, although she does have fighting experience. And after seeing Drauger being left by Mr. Tidundies, would probably make her way over just to like peek at the papers.
You should
Oh.
have control of your token. So you should be able to move.
Okay.
Would be using the arrow keys, I believe.
Okay. My thing is being so nice to me. Yeah.
Are you okay? What's up?
Yeah.
Are you able to move?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Alright, I was worried.
Oh, that's looks very interesting.
It's really not. Honestly, some of these are probably going to get folded in a certain way. Just haven't decided which way yet.
I see. Not that I'm going to actually be looking at your files very often, but what's the organizing system that you're looking at?
Oh, well, you see, this one has a little nick in the top of it, right?
I see,
So
I see.
that's going to go into this pile over here. And then this
Okay.
one here, you could see this ink stain that got dragged across from, like, the pen. And then that's going to go into this pile over here. Really, I'm just doing this to be a dick. You don't just give these to somebody. I don't know what I'm doing.
You know what? That is completely fair,
I'm
and
here
I
to
applaud.
I'm here to fix the sails. Actually, I don't even know why I'm here. I'm just here. Somebody just told me I'm going to be fixing sails.
I see. Well, honestly, I find it quite funny, and that guy is a dick, so I applaud you for messing with his paperwork.
I appreciate it. If you ever want a tiny hat, let me know. I think that's like the best I can do.
I might take you up on that offer one day.
Alright. Just let me know, and I'll go back to, like, putting all the papers into weird piles.
Of course.
Alright. In that case, further down below decks, deep in the belly of the ship, an armored figure looks over the precious cargo the ship carries. A worn clipboard held in one armored hand checks and rechecks as he counts through the important tools. Once he finishes, he turns towards one of the two individuals he roped into this duty. Chris. Baby boy. With your experience in carpentry, this isn't the first time you've had to venture into the depths of a ship's holds, but this is the first time you've had to introduce yourself. How have you fared during this trip?
Well, to introduce myself, I'm a normal human, very long, kind of matted hair. Doesn't seem like he knows how to take care of hair this long. So it's kind of a mess. Big ass boy, big baby boy. He's he's between 6'3" and 6'5". And despite, him looking over this cargo kind of in a way of reading it, you can see that he's got this large cloak on, he's got like this leathers and all of the stuff set up. He looks like he's not here for carpentry, but that's exactly what he's here for. So he's kind of just looking over all of the products. He's mostly just kept to himself most of the trip, not tried to really interact with anybody. Kept a kind of lower profile for himself. And he's mostly trying to just keep it professional, look over all the wares, make sure that he has everything for what he needs and what's about to happen. Because once they touch down, shit's about to go crazy.
Right. And across from you is our final member of this little band. Looking over the rest of the cargo, we have a lithe figure who is also roped into these duties. Though she is part of the archaeological team, it's important that all the equipment she needs is checked over and kept in order. As a leader of one of the dig teams, the responsibility falls to her to make sure all is accounted for. One clumsy deckhand, one lazy sailor could mean one less chisel needed to carve away limestone. One less secret allowed to see the light of day. Levina, introduce yourself. How have you handled all the new responsibilities you've been given for this expedition?
Levina is an interesting character. She is dressed in a lot of kind of darker clothing with a large electrical scar that goes down one side of her face and her torso, with this stark white hair and a little headband with some feathers on it. As for the trip so far, she's been handling it rather well. It's nothing different from other archaeological expeditions she's gone on. They've never been across the sea, but it's just another adventure in the books for her.
Wonderful. You know what? Go ahead and just make me an investigation. See how everything is looking.
First roll.
First roll.
Investigation, you say? Is it slash, right? It's slash roll?
Yep, slash roll. And then 1d20 plus your mod.
A whole 5.
Even with your dark vision, it's still kind of dim down in the hold. You have some light pooling in from through up above, but your footing's still just slightly unsteady, and you can hear the rampant tromping about and groaning and moaning of Elric Defennis right above your head. So it kind of pulls your focus just a slight. It's messing with your count, but before you can really go back to look and see if there's any discrepancies, the armored figure lets out a sharp whistle. Alright, Chris, Levina. Come on over here.
Agent, I was standing right here.
Levina's gonna
What you're...
come on over. Little clipboard that she had to look over the cargo at her side. I'm doing an account. Is there something important?
Well, one, I want to compare as he holds up his clipboard. And two, figure. It's probably about good enough for today. You two can head on up above decks.
Alright, I'm gonna look it over one more time just for my own sanity.
The helmet nods, gives you a clap on the shoulder. Meanwhile, a tall, brawny wood elf shouts from the corner, "What about me, Horatio? Can I head on back up, or am I going to be sitting down here in the dark for the rest of the morning?" You drank up the last of the captain's rum. You're going to be down here for a little bit more until I say you're done. Just appreciate the fact that the captain didn't throw you off the ship, Gwen. Whatever you say, metalhead. She goes back to shuffling through fishing nets. Levina, toss me that. And Chris, do your final text.
She passes him the clipboard. Horatio, has there been any signs of, well, equipment misaccount so far?
He reaches up a gloved hand and scratches a bit underneath the helmet. You can hear just the rustling of chain as he thinks it over. Reaches back down, takes both clipboards, looks them over, side by side. It's hard to tell. Getting so close to shore, I think people are getting a bit too eager with the rations. Some of the food stocks are a bit lower than they should be. Most building resources are fine. Missing a couple tools. Don't know if that's just emotions towards the rolling of the ship. Everything falling and getting hidden somewhere, but he pauses, looking at your count. I'll have to get back to you on that. I'm seeing some inconsistencies between both of our counts here.
Ah, great. What do we know about the Isle? Is there any kind of food source there, or are we really running on rations here?
The hope is that there will be local fruit. Obviously, game to hunt. Hasn't been touched by most explorers in centuries.
Do we know anything about the fishing?
The oceans out here are rich. We've been doing pretty well getting meat from just hauling up trawl nets. But it's the fruit that I'm worried more about. Can't keep everyone in good health if we don't have the right food to keep them healthy. I've seen my fair share of scurvy during long-haul missions.
Is it mostly the fruit that's going missing?
Mostly. I mean, I've seen some ale and liquor rations going. And then he nods the helmet towards the wood elf again. Not to mention Gwen's little party last night.
They could have just waited until land to party.
We've been at sea for, what? He taps one of the clipboards against the chin of his helmet. 33, 34 days? Oh, it's been... Let me think here. Yeah, it's been about 30 or so days. So, people are getting stir crazy. They miss land. Even the most hardened sailors at least get shore leave once in a while. I think it's just the excitement from seeing a new region. There's a lot riding on our expedition, you know? That's why I appreciate having an emotions clipboard towards you and towards Chris. Level heads like yourselves.
Just,
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying?
No, I wasn't saying anything.
I guess just make sure to remind us about the fruit thing when we make my landfall.
No worries. Anyways. See you up on deck. I'm gonna go do a sweep.
What numbers do you got? And Levina turns to Chris, looking at the clipboard he has.
I was mostly counting the construction supplies. Most of them are fine. We have a lot of means to. We have a lot of means to carry our goods. At the very least, it's kind of hard to steal a clod. Some hammers are missing, and some other bits and bobs here and there, but nothing large scale. It seems just rustling with the tides more than anything.
I wonder if the carpenters just aren't putting back their tools.
Well, we haven't really used them yet, so maybe people just. I don't know. I guess my assumption is most people are keeping them on themselves.
Fair enough. Just don't stick down here too
Chris.
long, right?
Speaking of, Chris, if you just want to make an investigation check.
Oh boy, yeah, let's go.
Better than mine. Better than mine. Better than mine.
Very much better than... Yeah. Everything you just said to Levina holds true, but you do manage to find a couple of the missing hammers that have just been shunted off into the wrong places. Likely from lazy carpenters, or someone was coming down, just kicked a bucket, didn't pick it up.
Okay. Chris is kind of just like, as they're talking, it's just going to kind of like be working and recounting things. And as he's finding things, it's just like not really complaining or saying anything about it, and just kind of putting them back without really any complaint. Just kind of this is happening. This is a thing.
Alright. Wonderful.
Oh, pretty certain Horatio already introduced me, but Chris, I'm leading the construction team for the most part. I'm mostly doing the resource gathering more than anything.
Levina Faraday. I'm one of the heads of one of the archaeological dig teams.
Oh, that's awesome. You have everything you're looking for, at least what you know?
As far as I'm aware, my only concern would be what Horatio mentioned with the fruit. We can dig for as long as we want, but disease will beat us to the punch.
I assume you guys are having this conversation as you're climbing back up the ladder to the upper deck.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
As you pop up back into the living deck, the crew quarters, whatever you'd like to call them, you catch sight of Rae just as she yanks a chart out from Drauger's pile, sending a couple of the papers to the ground.
Do I recognize these papers?
What's your passive? What's your passive investigation? Perception.
Passive
Not
perception?
investigation.
13.
Yeah. Those aren't supposed to be
God.
in Joggers. Those are not supposed to be in Jogger's possession. You gave them to someone else, very specifically.
Levina immediately just breaks away. I cannot move my token.
Oh, you should be. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I just could not move up for some reason.
Oh, yeah, there's a wall. There's a wall
Oh, okay.
there. Or rather, a mast.
Levina walks straight to the mast.
Rae, Jogger. As Levina approaches, anything going on?
Well, shit. Okay, look. Look, he wasn't supposed to have them. Some man gave it to him, and so I'm just helping him buck up the pile.
I mean,
No,
these look
don't-
organized enough now.
No, don't, please don't fuck it up, please.
Well, go tell that dickhead not to give people whose job it is, to not be doing this stuff, this job.
Yeah, I gave it to him. Just let me see. I'll fix it.
All right, I'll pile everything back up and just hand it to him in some messy abomination of a pile. It's like, good luck.
She has like this bewildered expression on her face. It's like she's shuffling through it.
If you don't mind me asking, are these... What are these exactly?
There are a series of different kinds of documents for the archaeological expedition. It's a series of older charts and maps of the isle that was, well, examined so far, and any potential dig sites.
Oh, so these were actually important.
Yes. Yeah, yes, they were.
Whoa.
Actually notice in Ray's hand is probably one of the oldest and most valuable of the charts. The oldest and, as far as you are aware, most accurate mapping of the Forgotten Isle that still remains after the Pantheons War.
Could I get that last one, please?
Oh, yeah, of course. Here, take it. Wanna have a little look?
First thing Levina does, inspect it for damage. New damage, that is.
You know, being rough-handled wasn't great, but it's not unreadable.
I apologize if that one was very important above the rest of them. I mean, I'm not exactly the, I'm pretty fucking clumsy, I'm not gonna lie.
It's not on you. It's on the elf I'm going to throttle tonight.
Understandable.
Sounds like a fun time.
Oh yeah.
Do you want some help with that?
Almost as soon as you guys start talking about it, Elric Defennis walks in with a block of cheese and a tankard of something.
Hey, that's that dickhead.
Oh, there he is.
He notices Levina. No, whoopsies.
He hides by the barrel.
Yeah, he fucking face plants. Like it looks like he's about to go run up the stairs, and then he just fucking trips over someone's shirt and face plants, spilling a bit of wine over top his head.
The only time that I'm thankful that these people don't know how to fucking clean up after themselves.
A armored woman chuckles from over the playing table. You're welcome.
Oh, I am going to tease that man into next week.
You want some help with that?
Oh no. I'll have it under
Are you
control.
Are you sure? Because I can help you mess with him right now if you want.
At the mention of teasing him into next week,
Oh
you
no.
hear the table of gamblers start to laugh.
Not teasing. Tasing.
Oh, tase. Okay.
Oh, do you definitely want help with that? Because I can start it off right now if you really want.
There's like a small crackle between Levina's fingers. No, I'll have it later.
Yeah, I kind of want to see. I kind of want to see it now. All right, I may do something then.
Just don't damage any of the equipment. We're already missing enough.
Is he classified as equipment?
Yes.
What if I don't mortally wound him?
Then we're gonna be down on other kinds of equipment, mostly medical.
Well, okay, what if I don't hurt him then?
I don't think you're helping your case.
Above deck, you hear the captain's whistle. As we cut to a orcish man approaching Levina. Not Levina. Fucking
Aelea?
Aelea.
Yeah!
Wow, dude. Holy shit. My brain just went off the fucking map.
Me again. I am the main character.
Fuck off. Evening, Levina. No!
I am the main character.
Alright guys, we won D&D. We broke the Dungeon Master.
Fuck!
And
This is.
it's not even halfway through the first session. Let's
Shut-
go.
We are
Shut up.
actually 35 minutes in.
Shut the fuck up!
Is that a record?
Shut up! Shut up! Evening, Aelea. Fuck! Evening, Aelea. Captain Connors could use you.
What for?
Well, apparently, gathering a little bit of a meeting. He picked you and a couple others.
Are we doing something fun? Should I take my book with me?
He gives you a look. I suppose. Whatever works for you.
Happens to document all that is going on here. It was a bit of a joke. Of course I am taking my book with me.
Right
Do you
then.
know what we are meeting for?
No idea. Just that the captain said to grab you and a couple other.
Alright. In the captain's quarters or somewhere else?
Yes, ma'am.
She will start making her way over.
And from up above, you can you four down below decks can see this orcish man peeking down the stairs, light kind of trickling in behind him, staring straight at the pancaked Elric. Elric. What then? Christovia, Drauger, Rae, and Levina. Captain needs you.
You see Chris almost shiver after hearing his whole last name.
Not the government name.
Not my
The
government.
name.
So, as I'm passing by Dickhead, I'm just gonna poke him with my stick.
Bastards.
How do we go upstairs?
Now with
It's
Chris being the
I
last to
transfer.
leave. Now with Chris being the last to
where'd you
leave,
go?
he is just going to pick up the small scientist man
Stop.
and just
Stop.
go. Don't.
Stop moving yourself. I'm. There we go. I need to move you.
Okay.
There you go. You are up.
I thought you
And
meant me.
With Chris being the last to leave, Chris is going to pick up Elric and just go, learn your lesson. That's like picking him up and adjusting him back onto his feet.
No need to treat me like a child, Chris. But thank
no.
you for the assistance.
And, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's
you were
going to-
gonna. Okay, order of operations.
We'll say Chris was already going through their thing, so I'll
Yeah.
let them finish.
That was it. He was just going to go, yeah, because he definitely didn't do it to help.
Oh.
He just did it to get the fucker out of his way.
And then down to Levina.
This would just be just before Chris passes through, as Chris said they would be coming out last. Levina will kind of like lean over like Elric and go, "Do you have any idea what you almost lost? You're gonna hear about this later." And she goes up the stairs.
You can hear the table of gamblers just go, ooh. Rae, what about you? Any last words?
Damn, we're
No.
killing Rae already?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ray's just gonna be snickering as she walks away from him. And back up the stairs.
Yep, there you go. You guys are up on the next deck.
Yippee.
Okay, you named it Kanku Turing. That's clever.
You can see a dwarven woman just kind of glances at you. Fuck did you lot do to get in trouble?
Are in trouble?
No fucking clue, but why the hell would the captain want you?
I mean, I poked a
Right.
guy with a stick.
Ray, he called me by my full name. We're in trouble.
Oh,
Could be going on a lovely little adventure together. Who knows?
You would hear this from Aelea as you all make your way up out of the lower decks. And if you guys don't know where you are, let me ping. You should be able to move.
Is this wall in the right spot?
Yes,
Okay.
because that's the wall for going down below.
Oh, okay. I just couldn't see the stairs for the change on that.
Door
You-
is over here.
you know, it would sure be a shame if we're getting in trouble enough to get thrown over. I don't know how to swim.
We're not going to get in trouble.
No, we have a scapegoat.
No, we are not.
No, I said we have a scapegoat.
No, we're not using anyone as a scapegoat.
When did
As
a
you guys
goat
are
get
saying
on board?
this, a tall woven woman, who you all recognize as the diligent Sylvia, smiles and greets you all. Good to see you all again.
When did we get a goat on the boat?
A goat? It's
What?
not a goat.
This is in character. They mentioned a scapegoat. When did we get a goat on the boat?
The goat's always been there. Where do you think we got all the cheese?
I thought we brought the cheese. I didn't know people were making it.
We did bring the cheese. We don't have a goat on the ship. Captain?
Then why
If
did you?
I may.
Good morning, Captain.
Good morning, you five.
I'm just gonna hide behind here.
Jogger. Please present
Hi.
yourself.
Fine. I didn't do it.
I had hoped for a bit better, but I guess even the best of us get stir crazy. Well, Diligence, you're the one that wanted them.
Ah, thank you, Captain. Chris, Levina, Rae, Aelea, and Drauger. Wonderful. So far, you five have been the most reliable on this ship. At least in our expeditionary crew. I require that because... Sorry, I'm a little bit excited. Well, because of your skills and experience, I need you five to work together and act as, let's say, a vanguard of sorts. One of the first groups ashore. Chris, you'll be in charge of scouting out a good location to break ground for the settlement and to start work on temporary docks. Levina, obviously you'll be there to document anything of significance. With the vast number of ships that have been lost in the Forgotten Isles shores, there's bound to be no shortage of relics and spoils left behind. Rae, Drauger, you both are to serve as protection. And Aelea, of course, you will be there to chronicle the trip.
Understood.
Any objections or questions?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
How long are we to be sprouting things out, so to say, before the rest come on board or onto the shore, really?
Say that again?
How long before the rest of the crew joins us?
Well, of course, we'll be sending out at least you and one other team. The other two ships will be, of course, docked out in shallow waters, hopefully away from any dangerous reefs. The plan is to at least get a bearing of the safest land to claim, so to speak. Clear out any hazards, potential problems, and by next morning, we should begin the process of landing all that we need, at least to begin a temporary camp. Once the dock is constructed, with Mr. Christovia's skills, I estimate about a week. We will then hopefully be able to unload all the important resources, wood, the timber, the lumber, whatever you'd like to call it, all the cloths, the larger boxes of rations, water, and begin properly building the settlement.
In the
As he
event...
speaks,
Sorry.
he moves his eye, nodding to each of you. Obviously, he lingers a little bit more on Chris. Levina, you were going to say something.
In the event of an emergency or problem, do you have a way for us to contact the ship?
Of course, you will be given a flare scroll. As he pulls out a... say, like, it's a slightly oiled piece of parchment with some sigils into it, and sets down what looks like kind of like a plunger, right? And you recognize this as a pressure launcher for the scroll, which would trigger, activate, and fire up a burst of harmless fire into the air and signal any sort of distress.
Understood.
Of course, I will manage to palm this off before you are to set off ashore. I don't need it being misplaced. As reliable as you are, I've also heard that there have been some issues with counts. And until I am to discern the cause, I must keep a close eye on anything of import.
That said, I hope you all are very excited to be the first to step foot into a new land. I am hoping to be able to join you, but it really depends on a few different things.
Mm-hmm.
You can see she casts like a sharp look towards the captain as she mentions a few different things. It's kind of grudging.
We'll make sure the place is set up for you. It's okay.
She forces a bit of a smile.
Well, we'll just have to see how it all works out. But for the rest of the day, you should have as much free time as you need. Your normal duties are replaced with just getting prepared and acquainted with one another. Ensure you are well rested and have everything stocked and good to go for your excursion.
All right, and Chris is going to leave before Rae can do anything to make him to embarrass him, because she will. Respectfully.
Oh, 100%.
Alright. At this point, just let me know which decks you would like to be transported to. The top deck, obviously, is where you'll find the steering house, the masts. The mid deck is where you're going to find some of the top storage, the captain's quarters, like what you see here. Deck below is going to be where much of the livery, the kitchen, and the dining area is. And the hold is, of course, the hold.
I'm just gonna take a nice little nap in this boat.
Chris, is there anywhere where you would like to go?
I'm gonna stay on the top deck.
Right.
Just, I've been down low a little too long.
Well, go ahead and shuffle yourself out of the captain's quarters.
Yippee! Freedom!
Levina, is there anywhere that you would like to go?
The Venus BRB.
Uh,
Oh
They-
no, Levina's back.
Yep.
Never mind.
Cosmo just said that they were back.
Good question. I think one of the first places Levina would want to go actually is to the kitchen. She wants to look into this mystery of the fruit
All right.
a little bit.
Go ahead and move yourself out of the captain's quarters, and I will move you down in a sec. I saw Crit went BRB. What about Aelea? Where would you like to go?
I think Aelea is going to go back to the top deck to go mention something to her fellow chronicler about where she's going to be going.
All right. Wonderful. And we will get back to Crit and Rae when they get back. In the meantime, as you all leave and Diligent comes to follow, you do hear a brief exchange. You know, Diligent, you shouldn't have to keep sleeping below decks. You could always spend the night in the captain's quarters. It'd be far more comfortable.
Oh, how sweet. Thank you for such a kind offer, but I would rather cut my legs off and try to swim back to Iskany.
The worst you can say is no.
All you hear from the little tiny boatman, damn!
Damn! Oh my god! Oh, fuck, that was good, that was good.
Aelea has to take a second and decide whether this is something she should record or not.
Write that down, write that down!
Write that down, write that down, write that down! Captain got fucking burned!
Cure wound, cure wound, cure wound.
We need a quotes channel.
Oh god, that was great, that was great. Alright. I'm going to do something very funny. There's going to be, quote-unquote, two, little, Chris's.
What?
Just to cover, my bases so that Chris can look in different places on different decks while he's in, in
I'm
between.
being duplicated. Guys,
Chris is
Captain,
suddenly
that's why my
split
toes
between
hurt.
timelines.
I'm being split off by mitosis.
We're gonna have to prune one eventually. We just gotta decide which one.
Which one's
Please
the
don't flip a
original?
coin.
Alright,
I've done the same with Drauger.
time
So
to
if you
flip a
look,
coin.
when you move one on the top deck, it will also move on the mid deck.
Oh, the mid
So-
deck's above. I see.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's
Wait.
just, it keeps consistency in
Put me back in the boat,
positioning.
put me back in the boat, I'm in the water, put me back in the boat.
Fucking hell.
Man overboard!
Man overboard!
Game over, man. Game over.
But yeah, it's mostly just to, keep consistency in positioning. So, there you go. You should not be fucking overboard now.
Oh. Those fish got feisty.
Alright. Rae is still not back, so we will start with Aelea. Aelea, as you come up deck, you can see some of the other crew still idling about. Fable has just taken to looking out over the back of the ship, watching as you all have come out. He casts a glance in your direction as you approach. Something I can help with?
I just thought I should let you know that you will probably have a lot more to record over the next few weeks. I will be going on an expedition, so that will be very exciting for me.
What's your passive insight?
Passive insight. That would be an 18.
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Okay.
Because you can see that, as you say that, there is a little twitch of something behind his eyes.
Ooh, 13. That's
13's
rough,
fine.
buddy.
13's fine. 13's fine. You know well enough about how, reading people. You can tell it's almost as though he's a bit not embittered and not fully jealous, but kind of somber that you're the one that's going. But you can't tell for what reason. Because for as long as you've known him, he hasn't exactly been like a status chaser.
Did I get you too hooked on all of my adventure talk? Did you want to participate? Did I get you too excited?
Ugh. No, that's... I'm perfectly fine. Just... I hope you stay safe out there. Was there anything else you needed to talk to me about?
Not that I needed to talk to you about, but if you want to chat, it seems like things are slow.
You are really bad at asking what you want, you know that?
I do not think so.
You see he kind of pauses and rubs the bridge of his nose.
Yes, what is it?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Look, if you have anything specifically that you want to talk to me about, I'll be around. Otherwise, I'm not really in the mood for idle chit-chat right now. I appreciate you checking in and filling me in about what's going on, though.
If you say so. You know where to find me, yes?
Yeah. Yep.
Good luck with all of the argument chronicling. Should be interesting. You know, there is quite a bit going on below decks, I have heard. Someone may have tripped and made a mess.
He turns and gives you a relatively flat stare.
I know you are not the gossiping sort, but if you wanted to look into it, I will not.
I think I have more important stuff to do than talk about someone's trip and fall accident.
If you say so.
We will rewind a little bit. After everyone has obviously stated where they want to go and what they want to do, we did have to take a small pause on Rae. But now that Rae has returned, Rae-turned, if you will. Rae,
Whoa.
where would you like to wander off to? Seems most everyone is kind of idling about the upper decks, with Levina having gone down to the kitchen below decks.
Probably gonna join everybody and stay on the top decks. Having spent most time on like the middle or bottom one. Just get to
Alright.
look at the ocean.
Then you will get the treatment.
You're splitting off by mitosis. Run.
Oh,
Just so there's positioning consistency when you're going between decks. There's two of you, ish.
oh my god, that's terrifying.
I'm still waiting. Levina, I guess I'm just gonna yank you and throw you down into the
Oh god!
Abyss.
abyss.
Ah! They're being quantumly entangled across timelines, and I'm being dragged away to the hells.
Off you go.
Help!
I'm going to allow you all to interact freely here. And we'll just give you guys just a bit to have your fun.
Oh, something I should probably mention. Chris is the most Scaladonian Scalier you've ever fucking seen. He's built like a fucking... Built like one of those.
He is like
one of those.
the perfect picture of what you would think of if you would think of like Scalier nobility. Just a little bit more matted.
Mangy.
Yeah, mangy. Mangy's a good way to put it.
Alright, when Levina heads on down the stairs, going straight into that kitchen,
Oh fuck yeah.
What's the scene, Chief? Well, as you go through, you pass by Elric as he's like grumbling and changing into a new pair of clothes. But he doesn't seem to look at you as you pass by him. In the... Oh, speaking of which, you know what? I should start, like, just... There we go. So now you guys can see some of these names of the characters that you've met so far.
oh my god, they're real.
They're real people.
Where do we see those names?
Because these are characters that you have, at the very least, met and been introduced to so far.
Yeah, but where?
It's for some characters, it's below their icon.
Oh,
You might have a setting where you gotta, like, hover over them.
I see. Okay.
Alright. There we go.
Alright. Alright.
Yeah, so, Levina, you walk in and you see... One, a gnomish man peeling potatoes. Just seemingly tending to prep work for tonight's dinner. While big man himself, Odin, stands whistling a shanty as he chops up some fish and splits the shell of crabs. In fact, as you enter, a small little crab pot with a crab trapped inside snips at you.
I just
Dres,
get my head clear.
Dres, got them carrots chopped and peeled, yeah? Yes, sir, Odin. Yes, sir. Good lad. Go ahead and throw them in the pot.
As Levina steps in, she kind of like knocks on the door just to make sure that she doesn't just sneak up on him.
Ah, who's that there, Len? Ah, Levina. Good to see you, lass. How are you doing tonight?
I was coming to check up on you guys. I heard there was reports of missing fruit.
Missing fruit now. Don't surprise me too much, none. Haven't had anyone trying to sneak any from my kitchen. I assume that's from the hold down below. Or you could check yourself the storage rooms nearby the dining area.
Horatio's the one who brought it to my attention. I know I have no authority over anyone on this ship aside from my specific archaeological crew, but just thought I'd give it a look.
Oh, no, lass. It's perfectly fine. Honestly, I appreciate it. I don't know too much about what goes down below decks or what's happening with stock and ware. I just know what is brought up and what I'm told to make for dinner. That said, what they tell me to make for dinner isn't always exactly what I make for dinner, now is it?
No, you got that right.
Ah, that prissy snub-nose up there with the red coat. He don't got much of a common taste. Not like us, you know.
I'm surprised you guys got crab.
Oh, that was Dres there. When we were, remember last week when we were struggling for wind and had a bit of downtime. Caught a couple. This one here's been keeping itself quite lively, feeding itself off of fish heads. Fattening it up, so to speak. Oh, and you see Odin as he scratches his beard. Quite sure if crabs can get fat. Although, depending on what you feed them, I heard their meat tastes better.
Well, you'll have a lot to experiment with when we make landfall, if we can find fruit.
Oh, now don't you go make promises for me. Anyways, should clear up now. I'll keep my ear open.
And you said the storage holes down by the dining room?
Aye, lass. You let me know if anything seems off there.
I'll keep you posted. Kind of like a head nod of respect, and she'll bow out of the room.
Yep. Oh, Levina, before you go. Dres, those are some of the good stuff. Dres nods, and he scooches over to a small barrel. Taps it a couple times, pops it open, pulls out a roll of bread. Fresh baked this morning. Saving it for a celebration, for once we make landfall. But you're a good sort. Treat yourself tonight. As Reds tosses his up and over to you, you can smell just the crust, this nice little thick loaf. Good, hearty, fresh baked bread.
You are far too kind. I'm making landfall as part of the excursion team, I guess. Some of the first to make landfall. I'll keep an eye on anything that might fit nicely on one of these tables.
Always appreciated, lass. Always appreciated.
Or even nicer in one of those pots.
Oh, you know what I say. You look out for Odin, Odin looks out for you. Ain't that right, Drez? Oh, that's right, Odin. That's right. As you head off to go check the storage rooms, we're gonna bounce back up to the upper decks. Levina, Drauger, Chris, Rae. Although right now you can probably hear Drauger snoring, snoozing.
I wasn't going to say it.
You know, I'm gonna cry.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
They don't even sound alike.
They end with the letter A. That's close enough, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's Rae!
That's true.
Aelea! The three of you probably hear Drauger snoring in the boat. The long boat. What are you all up to?
Ray's hunting down Chris.
Raise what?
Hunting Chris down.
Oh, Chris is right there, buddy.
Oh my god! Oh hi!
Aelea is spectating. She wants to know what's going on.
Of course, of course.
Chris, you've been avoiding me this entire fucking trip. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what it's about, but anyway, that's besides the point.
This is muted.
Chris, what the fuck?
Fuck! I didn't, that wasn't my intention, I'm sorry.
You run away from me every time I walk into the room.
No.
It's okay. It's fine. I'm not mad. I'm just a little upset, that's all. It's fine. Look, I'm sorry for what happened at the bar before we took off from the ship. For the ship. It's not my, exact intention. Oh,
Yeah, I've been mostly working with ratio, so you two ganging up on me wouldn't be that best time. I don't
Yeah.
think.
He's been treating you good though, right? Haven't
Usually.
been
I've
on
just
your
been
ass.
keeping to myself.
See. So, you excited for this very fun excursion?
Yeah, though it's kind of funny that it's only you and Jogger for protection, huh?
I
Kind of funny when you
suppose.
think about it.
I mean, you can hold yourself fine. You're a big boy. Guess it's just the rest of them that they're really worried about. Well, that's okay.
Yeah. So what have you been up to this trip at the moment? I don't really know. I haven't really been doing anything interesting. I've just been.
I mean, things need help moving around the ship. I usually help out with that. What was it? Yes, I'm signed up for manual labor, so therefore, any of the labor needs manualing there, I am. Which obviously isn't that bad in the grand scheme of things. Pretty fun.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not really why you're here. I mean, you kind of built like a. Never mind.
I thank you for the compliment on my physique.
What's she built like there, Chris? As a tiefling woman calls out with a laugh.
I'm so sorry.
You have eyes. You can see what I meant.
That depends where you are looking.
Okay. I'm gonna roll performance on myself just because there's a funny thing here.
Oh boy.
Damn. I don't know if anybody wants to roll perception against that. But hey, that was almost a nat 20. That feels nice.
Yippee.
Watch this.
Watch this!
Perception? Perception, you said?
I don't know if it's perception or insight in this circumstance.
Do I need to roll for nap?
No. I mean, you can roll, like, perception to see if, like, you're woken up by all this.
So you want to fail, essentially.
Perception. Yeah, okay, it's a straight D20. I failed.
Nice! You
Yeah.
can sleep. Let's go!
You're zonked.
Oh, you... Where are you spectating from? Behind? Okay. I don't know if Rae wants to roll one, too. Do you want to roll an insight or a perception? I think
Oh,
it'd be funny.
roll. It would be incredibly funny.
I will explain why in a second, I promise.
That's gonna be a 22.
Got mad blush.
Damn. Okay, no. You
Huh?
say it depends where you're looking, and you can see for a split second his head go literally look Rae up and down, and then just go, fuck, why did I do that?
Oh, he's a baby. Ray's not gonna say anything. He's just gonna fucking smirk at him.
What are you smiling about?
Oh, nothing.
Did I do something? I feel like I did something.
No. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay, neither of us have anything crazy to talk about. Why don't we just go get some food or something?
Sounds like a plan. And off to the lower decks we go.
With,
He does not want to be spectated. He does
Aelea.
not want to be spectated. Help him.
with
Help him.
Aelea in the way. Aelea's blocking your path there. Hi, Aelea.
Oh god. Oh, I want to throw.
Don't mind me. Are you going somewhere?
Oh yeah, we're going to go get something to eat. Do you want to join us?
Sure. I would love to.
Come on, big boy.
Okay.
I guess you'll turn around and lead the way.
There we go. Ungroup. So I should be like that without deleting. Nope. Aelea's dead.
Bye,
Bye, Aelea.
I'm free. No spectators.
It was nice knowing you.
She poofed away in a bundle of feathers.
Okay,
Oh,
there we
look, a new
go.
plate.
Now that should be. There we go. There we go. Alright, now let's do that down here. And then we're freeing that. And then we're freeing that.
Quick question in regards to that thing. Should we just do odd or even?
Oh, what do you mean?
The thing.
Oh.
Yeah, odd or even?
I have a. Let me just check my notes here. Do. Let me see here. I will let me just roll behind the scenes here. I think I've talked about which one, but I just, where the fuck are my notes on you?
I forgot. That's why I'm asking.
I ate them, sorry.
It's oh yeah, here we go. It's a D100.
Okay. And then what's like the percentile?
D100, 40 or lower.
40 or lower. Okay. I think you should up that to like 44. Give it more of a chance.
That's something that will develop throughout the campaign. We'll see how that goes.
All right.
That's
Just,
a
Just keep me
depending
updated
on your
it.
choices kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Just keep me updated on it.
Yeah. All right. You know what? I'll let you roll this one.
Well, it's below
no.
40. Does that mean what I think it means?
It does mean what you think it means.
Alrighty then.
Which is weird because as this happens, whoever you are, you hear a little bit of scrabbling as a Kenku hops into the longboat. Drauger! What are you doing?
I'm still just gonna be asleep.
Drauger! Oh, come on now, wake up!
Hold on. Roll 1d20 for a kick straight to the head.
Let me sleep.
God.
14. Just a
Drauger!
base.
And then suddenly just bonk! As the Kenku sprawls back. And just like, there's like the sound of a child crying.
Aw.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, can I help you?
Drauger! That was rude.
Sorry. I was just sleeping.
Sorry. Sleeping in a longboat?
It was peaceful, I think.
You see the Kenku, like, rubs its beak. His eyes are, like, kind of sad, a little watery.
Sorry. Anyway, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get food.
The Kenku... It looked like the Kenku wanted to, like, talk, but now he's, like, kind of sad. As Tyrian just, like, scrabbles somberly out of the longboat and lets, Jogger... head down. Speaking of, let's just, shoomp.
I got pruned. I need to get pruned.
You did say it happened eventually.
I know. I'm still split. The timelines are uneven.
There you go. I got you. You gotten pruned.
Can I go get food?
Yeah. Yeah. As you guys are coming down, we're going to dial back like maybe a few minutes. As we go back to actual Levina.
Hey, what's up? It's Aelea.
Aelea.
Kill me, fucking kill me, fucking kill me, fucking kill me. Hey,
Look at that.
anyways. You head past the gambling table and, you know, a, deep gnome raises up a hand of cards. Levina, want to join us? Yeah. Getting some nice fancy coins. Veer's been holding out. Got a few from the old empire of Scalia.
Old Empyrean coins?
Old Imperium coins, yeah. Veer kind of grins and leans back. Ah, come on, Eland. Don't rat me out like that. It's just some a collection that I picked up while I was doing bounties.
mind if I join you after? I was going to look into something for the chef and Horatio.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, something about some of the fruits going missing. I don't want any problems to develop on the voyage.
We're gonna be fit with a whole bunch of fruits. There's no reason to worry about that now, is there? At least, this is real passing the time.
Ooh, can I play?
Ah! See? Joker's got a good sense.
Yes.
Don't worry, I'll clean you guys out later, right after I'm done looking through the cabinets.
Alright. It's about this time that everyone has come down. Levina shuffles off, and... Hey, whoever you are, do you have any proficiency in any sort of games or anything like that?
Me?
Yes, you.
Dice. Wait. No, I just have a dice set. I'm proficient in dice sets.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Well,
Yep.
I am proficient in cards.
go ahead and just give a... I would say... Give a flat d20.
Yeah, no, I'm not good with cards.
Now, here's how the second roll is going to work. I want you to choose a stat that you can roll to potentially modify that roll and increase your odds here. You can use Insight to try to get a read on your opponents. You can use Deception to try to fool them. Or
So
maybe
do I have
use Sleight of Hand to try to cheat.
for I just add +3. Do I have to add the space after the 20?
So it's going to be 1d20 space plus mod.
Okay. 15 for sleight of hand.
Alright. And this is the correct... Oh wait, no, that was... Okay, yeah. Okay, wonderful. 15... How much did you bet here?
Oh shit, I didn't even consider that. How much money do I even have? I have 9 gold, so I guess I bet 2?
Yeah. For a
Yeah.
moment, it looks as though you might be able to kind of use a little bit of trickery to sweep a card, switch a card, but Eland quickly notices, no, sir, you are not cheating at this table.
I wasn't cheating.
Alright, cough up the 2 gold. Okay, you lost.
Fine. I'm getting that back from you.
We'll see about that.
No, you won't.
Alright. Before we return back to Aelea, Rae, and Chris, Levina.
Yellow.
You shuffle into the back rooms. This one appears to be, some of the grains and some vegetables. A couple barrels that have fresh water still tapped and stored well. It's a bit gloomy here. While the living chambers have a couple portholes open, allowing light to filter in. It's, closed and kind of stuffy back here, especially in the tropical weather.
Well, this seems to be mostly dry, so I guess you'll make her way towards, the other storage area. But I was wondering if I could either make a perception or investigation check to be on the lookout for anything odd. Potentially.
Absolutely.
The signs of any rodents.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
17.
As you're scouting around, passing through, you can see a bit of, like, wear on some of the crates. The voyage has not been too kind, but there's no overt signs of tiny little vermin.
No signs
You
of
make your
vermin.
way into the very rear, where there's a few large casks of rum, some barrels that are... What the fuck just happened? Okay, that are very clearly filled with fruits, as a couple of tops have been popped, and a couple crates with dried fruits, nuts, similar.
You said the ones with the fruits, they had their tops popped, right?
Yes, sir.
She's gonna head over to those containers. We'll just say it's these ones over here. And she's gonna peer inside and then otherwise try to cram the lid back on.
Okay. When you say peer inside, what is it specifically that you are trying to gauge?
She's looking for anything suspicious. Maybe like some fruits have some little nibbles taken out of them. Is there any kind of mold growing? Or perhaps are there any like pieces of wood chippings on the inside that maybe someone who tried to pry the lid open did not realize?
Be an investigation.
Our fruit is very important. 20, unnatural.
Oh, dirty 20. Very nice.
Oh, someone's casting a spell!
Oh no!
I'm being attacked! I'm being attacked!
You're dying! Dirty 20.
I said
Very-
I don't care how big the room is. I'm casting fireball.
Our fruit is gone.
Fucking Lucianne just detonates. You shift the lid slightly, peering in, and most of the fruit looks fairly good. Lemons, oranges, citrus fruits. Seems still fresh. They've been stored quite well. But you do notice some wood splinters, quite large. As well as a couple orange rinds that were just kind of left there. Small. Clearly the type that would have gone unnoticed in lieu of bigger chunks.
Someone's trying to be sneaky about it.
And you go ahead and you wedge the cover right back on. It fits nice, but you could definitely see that there's some chips on the top where someone had pried it open, maybe with a knife or some sort. Crowbar.
Some kind of tool that may be missing, too. We have a conspiracy on our hands.
Fruit thieves. Alright. It's as you discover this that you hear a metal clanging. Alright, crew. Time for dinner. Come get your sup. Trace, go ahead and serve it to the lads. Got yourself a nice seafood stew. Lobsters, nice and buttery. And a side of roasted vegetables. Taters and carrots. Fortunately, the string beans are all gone by now. Sorry to disappoint. And for dessert, for all you good crewmates, I might be able to get yourself a nice little sweet roll. But we'll see if you lot clean your plate and behave yourselves tonight. Tomorrow's a big day. Don't need any excess drinking. You, Aelea, Rae, Chris, and quote-unquote Drauger would notice as Odin sets his knuckles against his hips and scouts out and around all of you. He's a big man, jovial man, but you know that very few people would actually dare mess with Odin.
He's got peepaw status. You don't mess with peepaw.
You don't mess with people.
You don't mess with the cook.
Alright. As Diligent Sylvia nods. Thank you as always, Odin. You have my respects. And my appreciations. Oh, you're gonna make me blush now, Sylvia. You're a sweet one. Hey, you'll do your best to keep an eye on that captain there. Aye. Of course, always gotta make sure that someone's following the rules.
Aelea's getting in line for food, like, immediately. As soon as the bell is called.
Yep.
Same
Odin
here.
heads back to his seat, and Drez, carrying a pot, skillfully, almost gracefully, like, dances over all the, like, crew clutter as he makes his way to the dining room.
Chris is gonna approach Vera before everyone leaves. Where'd you get those coins?
Oh, like I said, got them while I was doing bounties out in the wilds. Couple old ruins, couple old battlefields, you know the sort.
I'll play you for him.
You sure? Might be making an enemy of Levina there if you win him.
What it is, it's how cards work. Right?
Levina, you would hear that as you come out.
You know that sound that plays in the memes of like the bass boosted glass shattering? That's Levina's heart.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sitting next to Dickhead at the table.
Hey. Levina is not. Look. Levina can look at the coins after Krista wins them.
It's not about the history, Chris. It's about the collection.
No, boy, good luck then.
Abel sitting on the exact opposite side of the table from Aelea. Bro's hating. Why can't we just be friends, man? Come on.
I mean, do you remember the first impression you made on him?
No, what? What do
It
you
was
mean?
not
First
good.
impression? What? No, what? We're buddies.
It was very poor.
So-
No way.
Ray-
What?
Ray, I'll join you in a. I'll join you in a second. I gotta get some
Oh.
coins real quick.
Oh, I kind of want to watch this. I don't know what's going on, but I'll keep a gander.
So while
I
all
know
that
that.
is going on, am I actually sitting next to what's his name at the table?
Yes.
Okay. Funny haha thing. Can I try and put something in his pocket?
Oh.
Make a sleight of hand.
15?
Yeah. You can see as he settles down to, like, eat. He doesn't really pay you much mind.
Cool. So he has one of my sending stones in his pocket.
I see. All right. Give me 1 second. I just need to write that down. But as Elric sets it down, he beams over towards Aelea. Oh, Madam Aelea, good to see you as always. It's always nice to have other refined individuals upon such a cramped journey.
Of course, yes.
Tell me, how have your records been so far?
There is not so much to keep track of, but there will be more soon, I am sure. The closer we get to shore, the more there is going on, yes?
Ah, of course. And hopefully you've been putting in a good bit about my exploits thus far.
She's thinking about what she heard about him tripping and falling on his face earlier and just sort of smiles. Of course I have, yes.
Oh, you are a darling. I knew I could trust you more than anyone here. Alright, Alec, just stop fucking buttering her up. And just eat. As Horatio just kind of like taps his visor and shakes his head. See what I mean about how no one else on the ship seems to be as refined? Of course, that does not apply to dear Miss Diligent Sylvia. There is a very, like closed lip smile, like, looking polite. It's like the customer service smile of, like, I'm gonna beat your fucking face in. But I'm not going to do it here. I'm going to do it in my mind.
I would be more careful about your words. It would seem that some people would like to be considered more refined than others, yes?
I'm gonna hit him with my stick again.
What's...
Sorry, it slipped.
You little... rat.
Refined or not, these people are very good at their jobs, and we would not be able to run the ship without them, so it is good to be grateful, even if they are not quite as, even if they do not quite match your standards.
Oh, no, Sir... The labourers are certainly to my performative standards. It's rather the lack of conversation, intellectual, you know. It's hard to get anything more than a rousing story of one's drunken bedding of a supposedly deific woman or man or whatever they decide to flavor their pursuits of the week.
I think you have me a bit lost, but that is okay.
There's
They
a bit
have
of a
their
chuckle
stories.
from Horatio.
They have their stories, and we have ours, and I will write all of them in my little book.
The angular visor of Horatio's helmet lifts up just a little bit as he eats, showing very few of his features. Like I said, Elric, shut up and eat. Stop making an ass of yourself before you make things even worse. Levina, you've been standing out there for a while.
Oh, yes.
Are you just watching the gambling?
No, I just didn't want to interject on anyone's stuff. Holding it together strong, you know? Just, they're going at me. As she's gonna actually kind of sneak back into the kitchen.
Alright. Well, we will go in and see as Odin is just prepping up some of the sweet rolls as he promised. Making them look all nice and, you know, tantalizing. Ah! Welcome back, lass. Find anything?
I did, actually. And she's gonna set the rinds on the little counter space there.
He picks up one, turns it over in his calloused fingers, gives it a sniff. Us, about 4 hours old. Tell when it's fresh peeled.
She has like a look on her face like, what?
You can tell when it's fresh peeled, because the scent of orange is a little bit more pungent. This is faded. And you can see here, the juices on the skin, they've dried. I have handled enough fruits to know my way around them. Disappointing. So you found that someone's been snacking in there?
They didn't just snack, they pried the cask open.
You see the old chef just kind of leans back. Any ideas on who might have taken them?
No, not really. Got called into the captain's cabin earlier, so I wasn't really given the opportunity to look to see who was where. All I would say is, at least the lid still fits so we can keep it shut.
He nods, hands over one of the prettier looking sweet rolls to you. Go get yourself some supper. If you find anything else out, let me know.
Of course. Thank you, Odin.
It's no problem, lass. Thank you for telling me.
And thank you, Drez.
No problem, Levina. It's always much appreciated to have you visit.
And Levina will head out of the kitchen, glance over at the gambling just for a moment. She wants to see if any of those coins have moved hands yet.
Let's see. Rae, Chris, first hand. Let's roll a flat d20.
Well, I'm just watching. I'm not playing.
No, I know you're watching, but you're still involved in the interaction. So I'm giving you a chance to interact.
Oh my god, flat D20?
Oh my god, interaction in my interactive roleplay game. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Playing
Oh my god, that's a natural one.
Oh no.
Points have certainly exchanged hands. Wait, that's Rae. Wait, what?
Not Ray's hands.
What the fuck? Why did Rae roll?
You said
Chris
Rae.
You are part of the interaction. You do not need to roll.
I wanted to roll. Ray's just rolling her dice while everybody
Okay,
fucking
I
plays
do have
cards.
proficiency, so I do have proficiency.
The ship gets struck by lightning.
Nice. This has a +3 attached to it. I got a 14 total. Yippee.
Chris, as you're looking at your hand, before you can make much of a
decision, Rae kind of is like leaning over your shoulder and with one little rock of the ship bumps you a bit,
Oh,
giving Vera a look at least one of your cards.
Oh,
brother.
this is important.
No, that one will go unfunnied.
That's not funny, that's mean.
Motherfucker.
Does she say anything?
Okay, look, no, you, Vera, you turned your head the other way, you saw nothing?
Right, sure. I didn't see anything.
You saw nothing and you're not going to use that as leverage. Anyways, oh, Levina, hey!
Do you wanna roll intimidation?
You know what? She's not trying to, but I'll do it anyways.
She does a big ass axe.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh, okay. You know what? Chris, you get to choose, just like with Drauger, you get to choose which skill you'd like to use to modify your roll. You get to do this with advantage, thanks to
So-
Rae absolutely scaring the piss shit out of.
I would like. So Chris is not a charismatic person. Chris has higher than average perception and intelligence. But I would like, for just my personal own flair, that this guy just has the most stoic poker face known to man. Can I just roll athletics for being a fucking square?
You know what? I'll allow it. Normally I would do like some sort of charisma check, but I will allow athletics.
Because he's just a square right now. Especially after Rae tumbled over the cards, it's just stoicism. This is
you're
going
just
to be fine.
It's less of a charismatic thing, more like you're using just the fact that even though you're a baby boy, you are fucking huge. You're using your presence, whatever presence that is.
I got double sixes, so a 10. Oof.
Sixes. That's.
Is it a bad poker face, or could he just not read the cards with his height?
It's like when you have fisheye lens, your FOV is too high in Minecraft or some shit.
Yeah.
So you rolled a 14 on your original,
Yes, I did.
and you rolled.
My athletics is a +4.
So total 10. Let's see how others do.
You rolled double sixes? Oh, buddy.
Eels.
Luckily for you, whether it's just because you are better at cards, whether it is because of Rae's little interjection, whether it is because of Vera being chicken shit, you throw down your hands and you win by the slimmest of margins.
Yippee.
How much gold did you put down? I remember you said so, I just don't remember what the number was.
I put down 5.
5, okay, perfect. Vera starts to push over her gold coins. Give me a perception.
And Chris is looking because that's not the coins he was asking about. It's not the coins he was talking about.
Yeah, it's very much like she's like avoiding giving you the ancient gold coins, and just kind of like pushing over standard, coins.
Chris is not gonna look. Chris loses all intimidation factor the second he opens his mouth. He's just gonna have eyebrows raised, like, really?
Yeah, it's clear that she's been caught, and she just lowers her head a bit, pulls the regular coins back, and then pushes the Imperium coins towards you. So, Levina, you would see Chris scoring
every single one, plus 15 more gold.
I doubled my money.
Sparky, real quick, could you just adjust your mic a little?
Oh yeah. Is it too loud? Too quiet?
Talk one more time.
Hello, hi.
Okay, you're back to normal. It just sounded like you're getting further from it.
That's fucking weird. Whatever. But yeah, as this exchange of money happens, you hear Rae call out for you.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Oh, we got your coins. Well,
What?
He got your coins.
Oh,
I got what?
yeah.
Oh, I thought you were, Shane.
I
Sorry.
didn't say that in character. I'm just saying it. I got what?
You, the ancient coins.
Please let the.
Yeah, mama.
Okay, so Levina, you are hearing this exchange.
No, yeah, I know.
It's not much, but do you have any? You said you collected coins, right?
I do, and she pulls like a little pouch off her belt, and kind of pulls like the drawstring on it, and it's full of like miscellaneous coins that have different materials, different metals. Some of them not even in circulation. Some of them worth technically nothing because they come from places that may no longer exist.
Fucking Electrum coins.
Yeah, there's a Barovian coin in there.
Well, it's not.
Where'd that come from?
It's not much, but do you have any Diverun minted coins? Because I've still got some.
She'll kind of like sift through the bag. Were you looking to like trade them or?
You know, just add to your collection.
Oh, sorry, from where again? Diverun?
Diverun. Danoth.
I might have one or two.
You wanna roll history to see?
Yeah, roll some history. There's a great assortment in there, but who knows where they could have come from. That's a 13.
You have a couple Danoth minted coins, but none from Diavrun.
I do not appear to, no.
Well, here, you can take this one. Add it to your collection.
Oh, did you want like a golden exchange, like a coin for a coin?
No. You can have it.
It's
a present.
Thank you very much. Did you? Oh, Levina breaks that sweet roll she got from Odin in half and offers half to Rae.
Rae will happily take it because she is a hoe for sweets. You are my new favorite. Sorry, Chris.
Consider it a fair exchange.
I consider that a fair exchange. Yippee!
Whoa!
Friendship points!
Friendship points.
Alright, that's one heroic inspiration.
For real, honestly.
Once Chris has gotten all of the coins, he's going to go for some food, but not before flicking a singular Scullier coin at Levina. You get one.
Everybody gets one.
I know, just Levina.
You get one.
She'll catch it and put it in her bag. Sorry. And she'll that bread she got earlier from Drez. She'll kind of like flash it to Chris. Want part?
Nice. I got bread.
I got a rock.
Like, again, I'm sure some of you are very much aware. Fresh baked bread, that shit hits so much different than normal bread. That shit hits.
Oh,
That
yeah.
shit is bussin'.
That shit is bussin'. We are dating ourselves so fucking hard.
Dating ourselves on fresh baked bread? Dog.
Bussin'.
I was more talking about the terminology we were using.
Okay, okay, alright.
We're hip with the
I
kids.
was like, bro, what do you mean? They still make threats.
So there's something get Riz, you know?
Oh my god.
Like damage. You're making me take psychic damage right
I
now.
know, my damage starts with
Yeah.
lightning, but you know, I can do
The
both.
mast of the ship falls, Levina dies, and the ship sinks.
Campaign's
Explosion
over, sorry
over.
guys. My bad.
Anyways, Chris, you were being offered some of the fresh baked bread.
Oh, I'm taking some of the bread.
Good
I'm
traits,
taking
good
some
traits.
bread. I like bread.
This is what it means by breaking bread.
Levina adds 2 coins to her collection.
Hell yeah.
Then I guess Levina will also join Chris in going for the dining hall. Assuming
Yeah.
that's where Chris is going.
Yay! He doesn't have a spectator watching them date. Thank God.
Levina's gonna sit right here actually and stare
noticed-
intently
I
at Chris.
noticed fucking Rae got the wrong way.
Look, it's not my fault, it's not my fault.
Chris just ran through the wall! Oh god!
Look at me.
The coin
Drauger! Where did Drauger go?
I man overboard!
But wait, what year is it?
Alright, there we go. There we go.
I like food.
Babel does get up to allow Rae to come sit next to Chris, and then stays back down.
Thank you. Appreciated.
Crew will filter in and out of the dining area intermittently. Some, stay and chat with you all as they grab a bite to eat, while others will take their food and just head either back above deck or into the sleeping quarters. You've had some good meals. Odin is an amazing ship's cook. But this, is something special. This is like a special treat. He has pulled out some of the stuff that has been saved very clearly for, the big event. And it's hearty, it's filling, it's warm. It is not fucking salted to shit to keep it preserved. This is fresh crab that has just been caught, fresh fish, vegetables that might, have been dried and preserved a bit, but definitely hold way more flavor than you might have expected. There's a thick, creamy, buttery broth that warms you inside and out. And it's served with some of the fresh loaves, but not quite as fresh as the one that Levina had been given. It's like they've been baked maybe the night prior, rather than fresh the morning or the afternoon. Intermittently, Drez will come in, chat with you all, and, he'll hand off, some other little morsels that he'd caught and he and Odin had prepped during the day. Some sliced up fish, cleaned, gutted, gently seared, and given, a bit of, dried herbs to help the flavors pop. Odin is treating the crew good today.
Odin's treating the crew very good.
Levina, the words echo in the back of your mind. Take care of Odin, Odin takes care of you. I also noticed that instead of sitting, Levina is looming behind Elric.
You took his seat.
Intimidation, please.
One hand on the back of the head, one arm slowly sinks around the throat.
Oh, yeah, nuts. Levina,
I like to imagine the reason that she's standing is because like maybe there was just not like another chair that she wanted.
And then she realized there was a chair she wanted.
So as she eats, she just happened to decide to stand behind Elric just to be like an intimidating presence.
Yeah, just roll me intimidation.
I sense a disturbance. In the
17. She's not gonna touch him. She just wants to know that she's behind him.
After a little while, just the pressure you exude, Elric slowly slinks off with his tail tucked between his legs, so to speak.
She shrugs and she'll sit down.
I see you have scared off my eating partner.
No, sorry about that. He's quite the company.
Insufferable.
Oh, that works too.
Annoying.
Wow, okay. I thought I was like the
Very
only.
entitled and rude?
I really thought I was the only one with an experience, but I see it's not that kind of problem.
He thinks very highly of himself, and it sort of reflects on what he thinks about the people that is all.
Oh, you should see how stuff he got when I got the head researcher, head archaeologist position, not him.
Oh?
Fuming up a storm. Pretty sure he still is.
You say fuming, but I think probably he's more the moping salt, yes?
If there's one thing he's good at multitasking his bad emotions.
Fair enough.
And almost losing our precious charts.
Okay, look, it's not my fault that it looked interesting. I don't know how to
I
read
never said it was
charts
your
or
fault.
not.
I said it was his.
That's fair. If you didn't drop them off, then it would have been my hands.
Drauger, do you have any comments on this?
I'm not gonna lie, I missed half of what was being said.
Everyone's shit-talking Elric.
Oh. Not really, but I got something funny for later.
Oh?
So he has a sending stone in his pocket,
Oh.
and I have the other one.
And I have the other one. Why?
I'm just going to take out my sending stone, give it a nice little tap, because I know he'll feel when that other stone goes off, and just yell at the top of my lungs, "Bitch!" And then just leave it at that and put it back in my pocket.
You hear, like, a thud from behind the wall as he falls out of his hand. Like, he clearly falls out of his hand, panicking.
Levina looks to Yager. What? Who were you saying that to?
Oh, no one.
What was that? As you clearly hear Elric screaming.
Casting invisibility.
Levina's gonna get up and actually go look to see what happened.
You can see, like, Elric is kind of tangled up in the why am I forgetting? The hammock, like, lines, and is just upside down, freaked out.
I'm gonna grab the sending stone back while I'm invisible.
Sleight of hand with advantage, because you are invisible.
I forgot how to do advantage.
Oh, it's, so you're gonna be 2d... Yeah, alright.
12.
You can tell that a couple of others notice you while you're snooping around, but Elric does not.
I'm also invisible, so...
I am going to help untie Elric despite everything.
He thumps down after you get him free. And he's like, just starts patting himself down. What the fuck? What the bloody heck? By the nine hells, I could have sworn there was something in my pocket that screamed at me.
Have you had enough fruit? Or sunlight?
I've had some wine. That would count as fruit of some sort, right?
Levina slowly shakes her head no. No.
It's been a moment since I've had my fruit rations, I suppose.
Yeah, I talked to Odin about that.
Of course. Speaking of Odin, as he saunters past, very much like not paying much mind to what's going on, he comes into the dining area with a big tray of sweet rolls and a couple other, hasty baked treats. As promised, for the good crew members.
And I'm gonna pop out in front of him, not invisible anymore.
He looks down, pats you on the head. I suppose you count.
I'll take it.
As he sets down the tray and motions for you all. Go ahead, lads. Dig in and enjoy. You earned it after all the hard work you've been putting in for the past month. The travel is almost over. And soon we set our eyes on new horizons, new shores, and new adventures. It heartens me greatly to see such a dedicated bunch of young ones like yourselves. Gives me pride in, well, this entire crew, frankly.
Very sweet of you, Odin.
Oh, 'tis nothing, Miss Aelea. Now you go on and enjoy these. Trace and I put our heart and soul into them. He nods to you, Levina.
Give
We'll
it
eat
a
up
nod
now,
back.
lass.
Sorry, what were you saying?
He said, go on and eat up now, lass.
She kinda, just before he leaves, she kinda gets like a look on her face. Did you have one yet?
Oh, I have some in the kitchen for myself.
Alright, just making sure.
You know what they say? You know what they say about scraps and let's say improperly baked snacks for the chef. Sylvia nods to you all individually. Well, I don't think Odin could have said it any better than I could have. Or... I'm grateful that we've made it this far. And... hopefully tomorrow, we'll be making history. She raises a sweet roll, almost like cheersing a wine cup, right?
Aelea will join in.
Yeah, fuck it. Chris will join in. That sounds like fun.
Rae will join in.
I will
shifts a
join
bit.
in.
Fable shifts a bit. He joins in, and after a moment, Horatio nods and joins in.
Levina lifts up her sweet roll, and also to Adros for safe passage there.
To Adros. To Adros and our safe passage.
What they said.
And with that, we are going to take a 10-minute break.
Yay!
Alright. Is the recording paused, Matty boy? And we're back. After dinner, you all return to your bunks. Well, save for Drauger, who returns up decks to sleep his way into one of the longboats for whatever reason. Drauger.
It's comfy.
Drauger, as you settle down, the sky is still clear, the sun is setting, and lanterns have been lit. The steadfast up ahead.
Sparky, mic adjust.
You can see
Thank you.
her sails in the distance as she bobs up and down in the waves. Do me a favor and give me a perception check.
Oh boy. Time to roll a flat d20 roll. An 11.
As you start to
You're
doze
not
off,
adding your perception. Do you have just base perception?
Yep.
as you doze off, you can see that the steadfast is maintaining a steady pace. For what it's worth, these ships were well built, and with the rocking of the vessel, you in the longboats, everyone slowly drifts off. You awaken as the bow of the ship jolts, feeling as though it rises out of the water and then slams back down. I'm gonna need a... Actually, no, you were all fucking asleep, so... let's just get a flat 20 from everyone.
Flat 20, let's go.
17.
Well, chat, it was a fantastic. I got a basic ass 10.
Oh no, Chris.
Levina, were
Ouch.
you, did you not move into your, hammock?
I just figured that Levina would have moved into one. There just is only 6, so...
Well, they're layered, like, on top of each
Oh,
other.
okay. Then, yeah, she would have.
Yeah, except for Rae. Rae is not leaving Chris alone. Chris is not complaining.
Yeah.
As the ship shudders, Aelea, Chris, and Levina all topple to the floor as they are thrown from their hammocks. Fable is already knocked to the ground. Elric somehow is still hanging on while there are multitudes of shouts and all sorts of confused questions trying to figure out what just happened.
Which is closer to Chris, his axe or his sword?
Roll d10.
Oh boy.
Odds, axe. Evens, sword.
Levina is up, and she is getting up to the top.
Chris is picking up the sword and following.
Yep. As you run to the top, some head down below. Drauger, you can hear Horatio as he's shouting orders at the crew above decks. The captain is up above, relaying situations back and forth as everyone is trying to puzzle out what has happened, what's going on. So we'll put Levina up there. We'll put Chris up there. And as this is happening, you can hear the sounds of Chris and Levina as they also reach above deck.
Don't have shield. unequipped shield.
Horatio, sit rep.
No idea. Something... I don't know if we hit a shoal, or if something hit us. The storm came out of nowhere. It's almost as though...
Alan doesn't want to see.
trails off. Levina.
Aye?
You're out on the deck, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception.
I thought you were about to say deck save.
Make a dex save. Get fucked.
16.
You can see out in the distance the waves rising and falling like towering mountains. It's pandemonium. One moment the weather was clear and calm, and the next it was as though the ship had stepped into a hurricane. You can hear Turing repeating the voice of one of the crew members. "We've anchored Adros! We've anchored Adros! We've anchored Adros!" Over and over and over as he's trying to find some semblance of what to do. Meanwhile, let's see something real quick. You notice by the main mast, the lookout lies in a crumpled heap on the deck. Blood drips from his open mouth, mixing with the water and flowing overboard. His skull has been split open at the back. He is dead. No question about it. Already, crew members are rushing past you to try and get below decks or trying to see over the side to assess what is happening. And as you look back out into the horizon, you can see once more the lights from the Steadfast. The sea is dark. Lightning strikes, and for a brief moment, you can catch the sight of her sails raising up above as it crests over one of those monumental waves. The light from the lightning fades. The sea is dark with rain. The cold wind batters against your side. The sound of a ship's bell dings over and over and over. There's another flash of lightning. Thunder rolls. You see the stern of the Steadfast jutting out of the waves. One of its sails is beginning to topple, almost like a stick that is breaking in the hand of a child. Darkness. Another flash of lightning, and you can no longer see the Steadfast. Over the wind, you can faintly hear something carrying over. What's your passive perception again?
Me?
Yes, you.
13.
13? It's hard to make out, but it feels as though the whistling of the wind has something else with it.
Can I try and smell the air to smell anything fishy?
Brother.
Give me a
Good pun.
perception.
We're about to die, and you're making puns.
I mean, it was worth it.
Oh, the net 20!
You sniff the air, trying to seek over the smell of the ocean. By the way, this is Drauger without quotes. So you, for all you know, went to sleep in the longboat and then woke up to a storm. Which isn't entirely out of what happened, but you don't really remember anything else between. As far as smelling something fishy, I wouldn't say fishy, but there is a scent of something in the air that is over the water. It's almost metallic, but not like blood. There's another strike of lightning, and then suddenly the Lucian jolts once more and shudders. Over the wind, you can hear that whistle, that whisper that Levina heard, but this time you can hear it more clearly. The cries of men stuck in the water, shouting desperately as they try to keep themselves alive. With the jolts, there is a shout from below decks. We're taking on water! The hull's been breached! We need help! And suddenly, Horatio looks straight to Captain Connors. Captain Connors looks right down at Horatio. Horatio! All to the men! Try to salvage this vessel as best we can! Turing! Kayla! Raise some of the longboats! Arden! Head down below, help whoever's down there. Then, keep a steady hand on the wheel. The rest, find a way to make yourselves useful. Take that man's body inside. Don't leave him out in the rain.
Yippee.
Drauger, Chris, you ready for action?
Yeah, I'm ready to party. I don't have the right weapon for this, but I'm ready to party.
I'm just gonna get my armor out of my backpack and start putting that on.
I'm gonna try to... I'm gonna start pulling boats. Because when they're hanging on strings, that's when they're the most dangerous. You want to be able to secure them to the boat, so I'm gonna start doing that. Sucking these
Kayla.
things, if they drop, we're fucked.
Kayla and another, deckhand look to you with thankful eyes. I want you to roll athletics with advantage.
Yippee.
Horatio is barking orders. Decory! Get below deck! Help Arden! Whoever else is down there, make sure they're awake, make sure they're up and ready. Rockland! Out here! Help with the boats!
Well,
As this goes on, Chris, you, alongside the other two deckhands, manage to secure the longboat properly. As you stated, when it's swinging free, it is the most dangerous, and you make sure that is well-tempered. The sea beneath is angry, and it roils, almost as though it wants to leap up and consume you.
Levina is gonna kind of come over to Chris as he's working on the boats. Chris.
yeah. Well, actually, I think you notice, Chris is kind of a skittish individual, but in this situation, he is perfectly calm. He is pure zen right now.
You said you're head of carpentry?
Yep.
I know our little routine ragtag group for the shorelands don't have any definitive leaders, but I think you're better suited downstairs where the breach is.
On it.
Right.
Sir.
Aelea. You both hear all the shouting, but it's muffled. As you come to your senses, Arden and Dakari are storming down the stairs, soaked, drenched through, eyes hard, jaws set, ready. Everyone, up! Dressed!
Yes, sir.
Whoever can, make yourselves useful. We might have a breach down below. If you have skills with it, we could use our help.
I'm down with you, then.
My skills
How
just
down?
Sales.
I give you down.
Sit here.
Oh,
I
I
would
gave
like
you
down.
down, but then you moved.
Oh, I'm here. I'm down now.
Alright, and now let me move Chris down as Fable also runs past.
I think probably in the time that she was on the middle deck with no particular instruction or idea of what was going on, she was probably securing things so that they weren't smashing around and causing damage. But she will head downstairs as well to help out with the breach.
Alright.
Sparky, question about the people in the water.
Alright, go ahead.
Are they near us, or are they, like, out to sea?
Well, you are not aware
Right,
of
right.
what's going on with that. To you, it's only just a whisper.
Yager.
Hmm.
Help me secure the boats?
Sure.
Alright, Aelea is going down below. And so is Chris, correct?
Yes, indeedy.
As both of you pass by, you can see that some of the expedition members that aren't seasoned sailors are definitely a bit wide-eyed and struck by fear. Elric is one of them. There's a farmer who looks positively paralyzed and confused at what to do. But that all fades in the background as soon as you get below deck and see just how dire the situation is.
When did you change this?
Who knows?
DM secrets.
Gwen notices you all. Good! We need hands down here! Quick! On the bow breach! That was the biggest one and gushing the piss! Ugh! Fucking piss! You can see her leg is stuck and jammed slightly underneath some of the supplies that have dropped down, but she's like yanking on it, trying to wiggle herself free.
Right.
Yes,
is?
sir.
Free our dear friend, will ya?
Oh, of course. I will help to free Gwen.
You have an
Don't
axe.
worry about me! Just worry about the ship! We have too much! If we're too heavy, we're too bottom heavy. If we take on much more water, we're fucked. Right
Got it.
fucked.
Alright, let's use some of those logs and planks and try to block up the ship.
Hell yeah. Let's grab some fucking logs. We're woodsmen. We gotta get this shit done.
Logs.
Let's go! It's log
That's
time.
right.
Log
Give
time.
me athletics with advantage because you're both fucking hauling that shit.
It's log time.
Hell yeah.
Just one or both of us?
18.
Awesome. Oh no, both. This would
Oh,
be a
both,
combined
okay.
check. They're fucking tree logs, dude.
Brother.
You
We're
might
both
be able to
18
lift
strength and
them.
angry.
You
Dirty
might
20.
be able to lift them, but will you be able to wield them?
Dirty 20.
The answer is yes, as you haul down one of the large logs.
Alright, somebody start bucketing out the water.
On it,
Buddy.
you can see as a quite startled archaeological dig team member comes over and starts like trying to work on the buckets. Another deckhand nods to you, Rae, and joins in. Here, I'll pass them up. You stay up there.
Yep, start making a line. That way we can start getting the water out of the way on the feet.
Aye. Good to see you.
Alright, let's get
Make
these
a
legs-
line! Fill water! Bucket coming up!
Aelea will probably help with this water also. She doesn't have much she can do to help with the breaches. We ain't got mending, we ain't got shit. We're just gonna be part of that line, is what we're gonna do.
I got a random hammer in my equipment, apparently.
I know where my fucking tools went!
So that's where it all went.
I haven't even looked
Here's-
at my
okay, here's-
equipment, and I have a crowbar and a hammer and a piston.
Here, okay, I have a question to help with breaches. A theory, perhaps. So because I'm Oath of the Ancients Paladin, I have ensnaring strike.
Oh,
Right.
shit.
If I...
You also have the ensnaring, channel divinity.
And probably Channel Divinity. Let me check real quick. So here's the question. If I hit the side of the ship, am I able to try to block the hull with vines? Or at least help with securing?
Roll. So, this is very much dependent on what you
Mhm.
because you gotta remember, while in theory this is quite a good idea, you also have to remember that because you're hitting it to trigger it, there is a possibility of this going wrong.
It says I don't have to use a specific weapon. Can I use my fist?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh,
Give
well,
me
that's all
unarmed strike. So just roll an unarmed strike.
Yep, roll an unarmed strike. Let's see if you hit the ship DC.
21.
You hit.
Yeah.
Roll another d20.
I kind of want to know what the ship's DC is.
I meant AC.
20.
49.
Or 12. 12.
Okay, alright, wonderful.
It's what's there, 20 again?
Alright,
I'm dyslexic!
Oh,
as
shit.
you strike, you can see the magic coursing from you into the wood as vines sprout forth, almost like it was soil, and push in. Not sealing the hole, but stemming the flow.
It's not
The
going to
water
hold for
is the water rushes in too fast, too heavy for it to be a complete blockage, but it definitely buys time.
It is that is not going to hold for very long. We need to get this patched up while we can.
Oh, it's too much weight. Water's too heavy. We gotta move. We gotta get the weight that we control. We have to get out of the bottom of the ship. Otherwise, we'll sink.
Up above deck, Levina, and Jogger, I want you guys to make a perception.
Understood.
Oh, boy.
20 roll.
Dirty 20.
Oh boy, I see nothing.
Alright, so you got a dirty 20.
I got a 4.
Levina, you look over into the churning waters, and there is a flash of lightning, and for a brief moment, you could swear you see a shape beneath the waves. And then, as the lightning fades, the sea darkens, the ship is struck once more as it shudders and jerks, and all of a sudden there are shouts, "Man overboard! Man overboard! Captain over! Captain over!" As men are hurled off. And I'm gonna need a for everyone below deck, strength save.
Oh no.
Everyone above
no.
deck, deck save.
Oh, you hate us. Wait, what about...
Uh,
Oh, wait, no, you are below. Oh, boy.
14.
Well,
21.
13 on my strength save. Whee!
So, alright. So, Levina, what did you get?
14.
You are knocked prone, but not overboard. Jogger, what did you get?
Well,
Just like Levina, you are knocked prone, but not knocked overboard. Rae, what did you get?
10.
You are knocked over and take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as some of the items in the hold crash onto you.
Rude.
Aelea,
13.
you are knocked prone, but you are not injured. And finally, Chris,
21.
you are able to maintain a standing position, and you see as some of the others around are also knocked to the floor. It seems that only you and the crew member that was helping bail water were able to maintain a standing. And let me just real quick. The water is rushing in even more heavily as the vine wall that Gwen had made is now demolished. Some of the crew are swept back, and you can see Gwen fighting for air as she's still slightly pinned. A couple others that you notice were prone are not seen on the surface.
Alright, it's time for me to play fucking... Oh god. Okay.
Rae, you are prone, but you are not pinned.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
I might have an answer.
So Liamon's tiny hut, right?
Right?
It says that creatures and objects within the dome when you cast the spell can move through it freely, but all other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Would that include water?
No.
No. Okay,
It's
well, it
not
was
an
worth a
object.
shot.
Yeah.
I
it's not
tried. We go back to not being able to do anything. We're just gonna keep bailing water.
I heard Captain
I think
Overboard.
it's a little too late for that, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Chris is gonna look around. How many people are like noticing what Chris is doing because he's kind of just standing?
There's only one other crew member who is standing, and he notices, like, he catches your eye.
I'm gonna look at him, tell him to get the fuck upstairs now. Go.
Understood. What about the other center?
I will handle it. Go.
Understood. And Aelea, you feel hands lifting you up.
Oh damn.
Go up, up.
Oh
Get out
right,
of here.
you're standing on the stairway. Makes more sense.
No, it's less of that and more like he's trying to make sure that, she doesn't stay here and, like, try to, fight against a losing battle.
Oh, yes, I'm going.
Yeah.
Make sure others
Hey,
know
buddy.
it is a lost cause down here. Inform the captain.
Speaking of the captain,
Yeah, we're going.
I heard Captain
Speaking of the
Overboard.
captain,
Go ahead, Levina. You did, in fact, hear Captain Overboard.
She looks over to like where the source of like the yelling was. Where? Direct me.
You can
Hello,
see
team.
this man over here is pointing out into the inky black.
can I see where they're all running towards?
I didn't see the ping. Where was he?
Oh, give me 1 second, because as, you're trying to go over there, you also see that, like, there are other crew members running to other individuals that have been knocked over. But it's this man who is pointing out.
Yeah, I still didn't see anything.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me. You should. Oh, I see. Something went fucky. Because you're supposed to be grouped with a duplicate of yourself up on the top deck. So let's group that again. Boop, boop. So look at the top deck. You should be able to see him now.
Oh, yep. All right.
Oh, this guy here is also overboard?
Yes, that guy is also.
Okay.
Well, I guess the only person Levina would know about is the captain, because that's the only shout that was made. So she's gonna.
Oh, it was multiple shouts of man overboard.
Oh.
Like it was more than just captain overboard. It was like man overboard, captain overboard.
Damn.
Could I make a perception check to see who's closest to me?
Yeah, go for it.
While he does that, can I tie... Hold on, I have rope. Can I tie my rope to my random hammer that I somehow have?
Yeah.
It's probably from like an explorer's pack or something.
Probably.
Yeah. So you would tell. Let me just see here. Let me see. Yeah. All right. It would be this man down here. Were you able to notice the thing?
Yeah, I see him.
Okay, good.
Yager, what's with the hammer?
Oh, we need to pull them in somehow.
Alright, good enough. Elric!
You know what? That was like not what I was thinking at first, but it makes total sense.
He looks at you like a deer caught in the light. He is terrified, he is shaking, he is pale, he is clinging to the edge of the longboat for dear life.
She does like an electric snap, and she points to the water. Help him?
Give me either persuasion or intimidation.
Okay, you can re-roll that as a... Which myth is it?
I don't have either. 16. I have no charisma.
It takes a moment for him to register, but then he notices the man scrabbling at the hull, trying to fight his way out of the waves, and he looks back at you, nods, grabs a rope off the edge of the longboat, throws it down. Horatio is calling out, "Help those overboard! Ready the lifeboats! Ready the longboats!"
Sparky, who is the furthest man overboard from the ship?
From those that you can see, it would be this man over here.
Am I not able to see the captain?
You cannot see the captain.
Great. Alright. Yager, you got a target you want to take?
Whatever one you're not taking, I will get to. Probably this guy then.
You're taking that one?
Navigate this.
Horatio, who's on that one? I'm referring to the guy over here.
Over here?
Yeah, that one.
Where's your ping? I can't see your ping.
Oh. What is it? Middle mouse? Oh, here we go.
No,
you
you
can
click
just-
and hold.
Yeah, click and hold.
That one.
I would help whoever's out over there. I can hear a couple crew up there, but I can't really see too well.
Alright. Levina's gonna go try to find the captain, I guess.
Okay, alright. Yeah. Jogger. Roll athletics with advantage because you're using a tool to try and help lift people.
So it's roll 2d20.
Let me ungroup you.
So 2d20. And then,
2d20 KH1, no space, and then plus mod. Yeah, there you go. 16? That's enough. He grabs on desperately,
it's a
and you
12.
pull him up. He's wet, he's shivering. Thank you. Thank you, Drauger.
Alright, on to the next.
You can see a archaeologist struggling as he's almost hanging over the side, reaching for one of the men who is, like, scrambling. I swim! I can't swim, please! As he's fighting to stay above water.
Alright, down goes the hammer.
Once more, advantage.
Alright, so... yeah. D20, D20 plus 6. Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Especially with the help of the other crew member, you not only pull him back up, but you also pull the other to make sure that he doesn't fall overboard too.
Hey, let's go.
He falls prone onto the deck, panting and coughing. I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna die. Levina, as you head up to the back, what the fuck happened here?
Oh, now I can go up there. Cool.
You should be able to. Why is this person's name changed?
They're a changeling in disguise. A surprise even for the DM.
Something is.
So question, can we push one particular person in?
No!
Hey!
Right
Leave
here?
Alaric alone.
He just
He's
saved
a
somebody.
bitch,
Leave him
but
alone.
He's a bitch, but he's Cosmo's bitch.
Yeah, that's my NPC. You back off. You get your own.
Get your own bitch.
Fix this because. For
Get your
some
own
reason-
academic rival.
I ain't got one.
Make one. Turing. Turing can be a good rival.
Ah,
Fair, yeah.
Turing's
Or-
the bestie.
Well, I mean, I already kicked Turing in the head.
See? You're already up to a great start.
What name shows up on this?
Then.
Then
Done.
Okay, for some reason it shows cum.
What?
Not C-U-M-E, C-O-M-E.
I don't know.
No, too late.
God.
Too late. Too late.
Too late.
I'm gonna refresh the page.
Nope, name change right now.
no.
C-O-M-E, not
Nope.
C-U-M-E.
That's on recording, buddy.
Yep, sorry.
I don't know what to tell you.
That's on 4K.
There's no
Change right
other
now.
way to pronounce it. How am I? Comb?
Kume.
There we go. It's
Comb.
working.
Combi.
Levina, you come up as Ven is fighting with the wheel.
This is now
Their
Kume.
jaw is set hard, and they are struggling. She looks like she's fighting a fucking bear, basically.
Captain, where? Which side?
She looks at you, jerks her head back in this direction.
Alright, Levina's gonna take a chance on something here.
Okay.
She's gonna take one of those coins that she just got from, either Chris or Rae, whichever. Close her eyes and say, Address, I just need one quick light. Guide me. And flick the coin into the ocean.
I want you to GM roll me a D100.
How do I do that?
/ GM roll.
I'll do a test D20 real quick.
Okay.
That work?
Yep.
Okay, cool. 100, you said?
Yeah.
How's that?
There is almost a split second after your coin hits the water. There's a flash of lightning. But all you see is the captain's hat floating amidst the waves.
Nobody?
Nobody.
Levina turns back to Ven. Down the captain.
You see her expression becomes pained, sullen, mournful, and for a moment she almost like loses the fight against the wheel, but then remembers what she's trying to do and fights again to keep the ship on course.
Can I hear the captain at all?
Give me perception.
Nope.
No.
I'm just gonna stop looking for stuff.
Did I stop looking for stuff?
While this is all going on, we are going to return below decks. First to the hold.
Rae has, finally submerged.
Right.
Seeing. Yeah.
Dakari, Alan, you guys okay?
You hear no response.
Okay, okay.
All you
Alright.
hear is the gasping from Gwen trying to get air.
Okay, to start with, you get Gwen, you get the front to the ship, I'll get the back of the ship. Hard.
Yeah.
Also, I hope you know I was lying about saying I can't swim.
Fuck it. I'm drawing my sword.
What's it gonna do with a fucking sword? Not gonna lock my head off, are you?
Where's the block? On your leg.
It's fabric. What?
It's in water. It's
She tries
heavy.
to, yeah, she tries to point as best she can. Move closer.
I'm gonna put my head under the water to try to see it. And as I do, I'm using my bonus action. I'm lighting it.
Yep.
Shit's turning on.
Yep.
Flashbang!
There we go.
Flashbang.
Did that work? Is there light?
Technically. Yeah. Though I do want to warn you in advance, it's a 40-foot radius.
Okay. So bright light out to 40.
Dim another 40.
Okay, good.
It is.
So Rae's
the beacon.
so Rae's got some light over here as well.
Quick question.
Quick answer.
Would I have been able to prepare spells ahead of time?
I imagine so.
Because I just realized Druid's got locate object.
I don't think the captain is an object.
No, but he's wearing objects.
But his corpse is.
His
Oh,
corpse
that's
is an
awesome,
object.
man.
Jesus Christ.
We'll get back to that. In the meantime, you have lit up the object that is weighing Gwen down.
Okay. Now that I see it, I'm gonna come back up, take a deep breath, and I'm cutting that bitch. I'm breaking that bitch.
Alright, just give me an attack roll.
Okay. Here's the marbles. 21.
Yep, you slice through it. It's awkward because you are swinging a sword underwater, but you do manage to hack through enough that it gives way and allows Gwen to swim free. Fuck me!
You good? You good?
Yeah! No!
Oh. Hold this. He's gonna turn off the sword, sheath it, and hand it to her.
She takes it.
He's picking her up now.
Oh! Fuck! Fuck me! You got your handsy one, aren't you? I'm going to give you control of Gwen so you can move with her.
Wait, did you still need the light rays to find people? Are these guys completely out?
You can't tell.
Rae's
I got a
diving.
couple. Yeah, Rae, I trust you. You told me to get Gwen. I'm getting Gwen.
Moving over to Rae.
Rae is diving to see if there's anybody under the water.
Yeah, you can see Arden is pinned underneath some of the heavier boxes. It looks like a couple of, wooden planks have jammed slightly. Meanwhile, Vera is completely weighed down by her armor.
Oh, okay. All right. I will go for Arden first. So they're both fairly conscious, right?
It seems as though, yeah.
All right. 1 second. And so she's gonna go for Arden first because her theory is that if she gets Arden out first, he can help her with Vera to get out. To get Vera above. So what would the check be for that?
I would
Also,
say athletics.
Mhm.
I would say athletics.
Mhm. That's not very cash money. That's not cash money.
That's deception.
Oh, thank fuck.
Yeah.
That's not cash money either.
Oh no.
Why am I rolling badly? Help.
With the water coming in, it's hard to struggle against such heavy things. You manage to shift it a bit, and it wiggles Arden out slightly. But then, just as Chris gets Gwen up and meets with Aelea, another shudder rolls the ship out. It's list just slightly. And more water begins to rush in. Soon, you can see very little pockets of air remain.
Okay. Alright, switching goals. Can I help Vera get her armor off?
What's your constitution?
15.
So, what's that modifier?
2.
Let me just check something. So, you can hold your breath for 3 minutes. And it takes longer to doff heavy armor than it is 3 minutes.
I don't want to fucking leave people to die. What the fuck is this?
Do you think it would take any less time because the two of them are working on it together? Or is Vera completely unconscious?
Vera is awake. Once more, I'll let you do athletics this time with, advantage.
Maybe getting part of it off is enough. Who knows?
Yeah, it's just playing the weight game.
Yeah. No! I got
Double
double
8?
8s.
Awful.
You try, but as you're trying to help her, and you can feel her hands trying to do the same, you start feeling more panic, more fear as she starts to thrash and thrash and thrash, and then you feel bubbles against her face.
No.
Oh.
You only have a minute left.
Am I able to grab Vera and bring her up the stairs with me? Am I able to do that, or have I wasted time?
Left.
Pardon?
So her leg is pinned.
Mm.
It would require unpinning the leg, but I believe. What's your strength?
Strength is 18.
Yeah, you would
That's
be
fine.
able to carry her if you get her unpinned.
Can I unpin? And I've got a minute.
You got a minute.
So another athletics.
Another athletics.
Okay, dirty 20.
Yep, you are able to lift her.
I'm sorry, I did.
And the other one, I forgot your name already. I'm so sorry.
So I'm going to give you control of Vera. Beneath the surface, you can see Arden reaching out for you as he's like trying to like fight, like slamming against the crate in slow motion.
Sure to think.
You do not have any more time.
Oh.
There are no pockets of air, and you are going to begin to suffocate soon.
I can't walk back. Go. Sisters.
So let me bring you up as you come up with an unconscious question mark, Vera.
I can do something about that. I don't know what I've been doing in the meantime, but I can do something.
Well, yeah, I was actually going to. I was actually going to go to you, and
Yeah.
so we're going to now switch. Well, not really switch. We're going to continue up with Aelea, Chris, and Rae.
If Aelea sees that Vera's unconscious, at the very least, we can go and see if Spare the Dying will work.
If you want, you can give me a message check.
Medicine. Okay. $16.
She's drowned.
She's fully out. She's done.
She's done.
Ooh, boy.
Oh boy!
She'll shake her head at Rae and does it look like everybody up here is doing okay? Nobody's actively dying.
People are scrambling, panicking, trying to figure out what to do, what's important to grab, if they should grab wood to keep themselves afloat once they get outside. And then as the water begins to rise and rise, there is a small hand that squirms out from beneath the grates as Eland is trying to reach up, trying to signal someone.
Oh, wait. That person is under the grate?
They are under the grate.
Is it a wooden grate?
Yes, it is.
Rae, after not being able to help those two, can Rae cut the grate with the axe?
100%. Give me an
Break
attack.
that shit. Break that shit.
Break that shit. Break that shit.
No.
I just want to see how good. No, you're fine. You're fine. You managed to bust through the grates, through the water, and you yank Eland out, gasping, sputtering, coughing, and he just clings to you, shivering. I saw the gods. I saw the gods. I could swear I saw Elysium.
Not your time yet.
It's at this point that Sylvia comes out, supporting Odin. What are you all doing down here? Get above deck now! Abandon ship!
Working on that. I'm handing Gwen to the ship hand. That was being big lift man with Chris.
He nods and brings Gwen up the stairs.
I'm gonna need this back, and takes the sword back.
Understood.
Rae is
Sorry.
helping. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I'm just wondering if there's anybody down here who needs help getting up to the top deck. If we get help with that. Or if there's anything is important to grab down here, whether it's...
Give me perception.
Okay. What the fuck? Okay. I don't know why it's rolling with advantage.
Well, hold on a second. That might be a Owlin trait. Let me check.
That's a default. That's a default. It always rolls with advantage. If it's normal, you go for the first roll. It just always rolls 2. If you're using the character sheet.
Okay.
always-
I would just use slash roll.
Yeah, I'll do that. You want me to re-roll it, or will you just...
No. 16 is fine.
Okay.
There are plenty of things that would be important. There are some, maps that are around. There's a couple compasses that you see kind of like glittering under the water. There
my
is...
connection. Ah.
No.
I accidentally exited out of the roll 20 somehow, so I had to put it back.
Oh,
so
no.
now it's loading. You're saying there's compasses, maps, something else?
Yep. There's a few compasses glittering underneath the surface, and there is a crew member who, during one of the shakes, seems to have struck one of the door frames and gone unconscious. The archaeologist is currently trying to rouse him the best she can.
Does this person seem dead or just unconscious for now?
You can see his breath. Like, you can see his chest rising and falling.
Okay. Spare the dying it is. Somebody it will work for.
There you go.
And she'll, I guess, probably with this person, help haul them up to the next deck.
As you pull the guy away, you see a crab floating on an apron. It snaps its claw at you.
Give it the most
you're heading
mystified look and keep going.
Yep, so you head up deck. I'm going to say this man is...
At least there will be one definite survivor of this ship, and it's that goddamn crab. He's going home.
He's going home.
I think I know what breached.
It's the crab. The crab wanted to go home, so the sea said, nah. No, this is a bit.
Rae.
If
Chris,
Chris
what are you guys
dies, I'm
doing?
making a Simic hybrid.
Rae, Chris, what are you guys doing?
Chris is first checking in on Rae, because holy fuck.
I tried to help them both. It didn't work.
You can't get everyone. You okay? You need a second to breathe?
I'm good. Let's
Is
just
she
go.
actually good?
No.
No? Okay, guess what? You're being picked up.
God damn it. God damn, Bobby. Hey, put me down. I'm fine.
Catch your breath. We'll be good. Let's go.
Right.
I can't control Rae, so you're just gonna have to follow me. I'm sorry.
Wait! Wait! You can hear Drez calling out, "She's tangled up in the cords!"
Okay, put me down. Put me fucking down.
Putting down.
You can see another crew member that is just like tangled up in like some of the ropes that hold up the hammocks.
Let's cut this bitty down.
Yep.
No need to race.
Swift.
What about this individual?
She looks fucking terrified. It looks like she's not really able to process like what is happening or what is going on.
Chris, darling, you want someone to pick up you? Go pick up her.
Yep. Mike is gonna walk up and is going to flick her in the head. But fun fact. Stage 1 of Shell Shock can be easily stopped with small to minor concussive damage to the head.
Yeah. You look and you see,
I
tears
don't
in
know
her
if I can
eyes
understand
as she just stares up at you.
We need to go, okay?
She nods.
Being in the center is a lot worse than being on top, so let's go.
Alright.
Alright, do either of you need help walking?
No, I'm good. Let's get out of here before we drown. I
just
don't need.
realized I've only
I
been picking
just
up women.
I just ate like 3 of that crab's family. I don't need to become his dinner.
Alright, you two get up the stairs first. Well, then get yourself on a fucking lifeboat.
And just as they head up, there's another shudder.
Oh, fucking
As-
Christ!
The bow begins to dip beneath the waves.
Waiting for.
Put the longboats down! Everyone!
Rae is.
No one ever!
Rae, is she trying to move, or is she still kind of stuck there?
Oh, you can, you guys can go. You can...
Okay, we're going.
Yippee.
I had moved you.
Oh,
And,
I'm just a little guy who gets
yeah,
in drowning. Oops.
Just drown.
Just drown.
You have glitched things.
Oh. Down we go. Hey, just bring another
Longboats.
Rae, it's fine.
Longboats are being cut free, and crew members are being helped into the boats. And let me fucking move you up here.
Yippee.
Then
I can see a third of the ship. Smiley face.
we gotta
Oh,
go.
we're in the shit.
Was it? Say that again?
I can see a third of the ship is all.
No, I was talking to, I was
my
talking to
bad.
Cosmo.
Then we gotta go.
Ven looks at you, kind of pained, and then nods.
Wow.
And
I
she
went to go
leaps down.
grab the guy and you sent him to Guam.
Away he goes.
She leaps down to help start, cutting loose the remaining longboats. Horatio, where are you, Chris?
I was right here.
Swimming.
Ping? Where are you?
I was right next to this guy.
Fuck. Oh, there you are.
I was right next to the guy here, and then you just sent him. You sent him away.
Horatio looks to you, Chris. Chris, get in!
There's another boat over here. Let's get the other people. Let's grab some people. Rae, you've got shell shock. I got another motherfucker. Let's go. Let's rock.
I was about to say, what about I don't think Levina could see them, but what about these guys?
They are swimming, flailing, trying to grab onto wreckage as everything appears to be going wrong. Levina, you are in a rapidly flooding bow section with an unconscious person and Eland panicking as he's, just rushing out, trying to get free.
For those keeping score at home, that's number 3.
God damn it.
My brain didn't- My brain thought I said fucking Levina.
Said Levina. Was that who you meant to say?
No.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure. I was like,
Aelea,
unconscious person. Wait.
You're with an unconscious person.
Yeah. We're gonna pull whoever we can along with. Yeah. We don't want to waste too much time.
I'm gonna move you up here then. The water is to your waist, and sometimes waves will wash over, threatening to sweep you overboard.
I don't know if it helps any in moving around, but Aelea has a fly speed of 30 feet. So, if she could possibly use her action to dash somewhere to get to an unoccupied boat, that would be awesome. She'll take this person along with her.
There are some spots in Horatio's boat. There are 2 longboats that are being readied over here.
She'll dump the unconscious person in this boat, and she'll go to get Anybody that she can reach feasibly. Probably, this person looks like they're the furthest from a boat right now, right?
Yeah, they are struggling. It does not look like they can swim very well.
We got
I
1,
can
2,
get
3, 4,
here
5,
with
6.
30 feet.
We got 12, 13, 14 spaces, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
She'll just
13, 14, 15.
swoop in, pick him up, and start bringing him to another boat.
Alright. You can see the farmer and Eland are like swimming out towards Fable's boat. Fable waves towards you and Rae. Over here! Over here!
Alright,
Bringing him over.
What the fuck just happened to the everything?
We're gonna have to explain.
The audio just went janky.
Wacky.
So you bring in this guy over to this boat?
I didn't see pings if you did them. Oh, okay.
Oh, it was
yeah.
over to Fable's boat.
Yeah.
Is Eland in the boat?
Eland manages to get to the boat.
Yippee! I can dine happy now, it's fine.
It seems that everyone is trying to either make their way to the rear or floundering, honestly.
If they're floundering, we'll keep going on over. We'll make it work.
Alright, heading up the back, Ray's gonna be helping as many people as
What
she
do I
can to
need to
get
roll to
up there.
throw this guy into Horatio's boat? Because I gotta run. I cannot run there and then back. I will run out of time.
Horatio looks to you and nods.
I'm booking it. I'm booking it for one of these boats, man. I'm booking it. I'm picking up this guy. I'm fucking... Oh, wait,
this
never
guy?
mind. He made it.
This guy?
No, he made it. He made it. He's
Okay,
fine.
yeah.
No, he got there. It's all that matters. I'm booking it. I'm terrified.
Ray's helping this one.
Alright.
And getting her into that boat.
One
Dragging
more time.
you.
Chris is gonna run for Gwen, pick him up, and go, sorry, yet again.
Okay, where is she going?
I was just gonna pick up on top Ram, because you just kind of left her in the center, so I'm like, I'll just pick her up again, it's fine.
Okay.
It's a scramble.
Bring it.
Nothing makes sense.
Final two longboats are cut free. And then suddenly there's shouts of panic as something lurches and almost slams up against the bottom of the ship. One of the masts cracks and crumbles down, capsizing one of the lifeboats, while the other is left severely damaged.
Ray! Oh! Oh,
That's a
fuck!
good thing I lied about not being able to swim.
Some of the survivors from, we'll say, Chris and Levina's boat managed to
Anybody?
cling to the upturned... Why is fucking...
Double Fable!
Why is Fable up here?
That's what I was talking about! I went to go to Fable, and then Fable went to Guam!
I'm so fucking confused.
Could that have been the leftover from the other boat?
Maybe.
Like when you moved him?
Yeah, maybe. Some cling to bits and pieces of wreckage. Rae, your boat, you don't know what hit you, but it destroys chunks of the base.
Yeah, that's definitely not what should be happening to a boat. It's not what boats are supposed to be doing.
Yep. Drauger, you and Rae are in a not seaworthy state. While the waves thrash and slam around you, separating you as the longboats are pushed in different directions by the furious storm. And then
Holy shit.
that is where we will end today's session.
Oh, ha, 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 ha.
Oh, ha.
It'll be fine. We got this.
The captain is dead, guys.
He's probably
It's all
fine.
over.
No. One wave towers over Drauger and Rae. Crashes into them and sends them deep below.
Bitch.
Rae, as you can see a flash of lightning above, barely cutting through the surface, you hear the voice. Well, this is suboptimal, but you'll be with me soon. Don't say I never did anything